NC State's got a really good basketball team. I think Kevin's done an unbelievable job with his team this year. They're going to be make some noise in the ACC tournament and in the NCAA tournament. Definitely have a tournament team that can go win games. I think they're very athletic. Their guards are really quick. They can really move with their feet. They're physical. I thought they kind of wore us down as the game, after both teams stopped playing horse out there, and it became a basketball game. I'm really impressed with the way Joyner moves his feet. I know he can score. He was the best player on the court, but I'm really impressed with the way he moves his feet defensively. Morcell's just steady, and Smith's a great player off the bounce. Thought we did a really poor job handling the ball for a team that, again, has been our hardest against Miami. I got to give NC State credit for that some, but some of those are just atomic bomb things that we can't do. We don't get enough shots when we turn the ball over like that, because we don't turn people over a lot, so it puts us in a tough situation. So I thought that hurts. I thought the biggest play in the game for us was when we cut it to 8. Ty made 3 free throws coming out of the 8-minute media, and we cut it to 8, went down, turned them over. We had a play called in the huddle for him to slip to the basket. He did. He caught it, and he fell down, traveled, slipped, but didn't score. And then they went down, and we didn't guard the best player on the court in defensive transition, and he made a 3, Jarkel Joyner. And that was a ball game to me. I thought we had a good chance. We're still fighting. Team's got a lot of fight, but Burns played a good game. He's a hard guy to guard. I thought we did a better job guarding this game, obviously, than we did last game. And when we did trap him or double him, when we did get the baseline cut off, we did a good job. When we didn't, we did it, and that's the responsibility of the 5 every time. So, again, congrats to Kevin and his team, and I think they're going to be really, really good here in postseason play.
Questions for Andrew?
Andrew, how did it affect y'all when Damari went down at the end of the first half?
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a swing. We had the possession as it was running into half, and we were going to get the ball coming out of half as well, trying to look to score 2 times in a row there. And, unfortunate, he injures his knee, falls down, and they get a dunk on the other end. So I think that, definitely was tough going into half.
Andrew, can you describe that first half? The coach just said you guys are playing horse or whatever. That was a fast-paced first 20 minutes. What were you seeing from your perspective out there?
Yeah, definitely. I think credit to them. They're hitting shots as well, and we did our offense has proven time and time again that we've been able to, when we get shots on the rim, we're able to put up a lot of points. And I think especially in the first half, a lot of things were rolling for us. But when you give up 52 points in a half, it's not the recipe for success. And so we knew going into halftime we were going to have to try and get some stops, and we weren't able to do that well enough in the second half to win the game.
Andrew, what do you believe the root of the problem is with the turnovers?
I don't know. I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think teams are trying to come up, we obviously run a lot of ball screens for Tyree, and he's able to kind of pick apart defenses, but teams are trying to face guard him and double him, and I think that sometimes will send us for a loop on offense, but also just simply not going back to our fundamentals, even just not being strong, playing off of 2 feet and launching, we're going to the basket, jumping on passes and things like that led to a lot of live ball turnovers and leak outs to dunks for them.
Andrew, you got a couple chances late in the game. What's it like to try to defend DJ Burns down low? What's that like?
Yeah, he's definitely a load down there. He's a big guy, and going into the game, some of our game plan was to try and not let him catch it, push him off as far as possible, and I knew I just had to try and use my agility and try and get in front of him and make it hard for him to even catch the ball. I think that was pretty effective close to the end of the game. Zach did a great job of that as well. That was kind of what we were looking for. So, he's tough down there.
Andrew, in the wake of the 2 back-to-back quad 1 losses, against ranked teams, and kind of gutting losses, how do you respond as a team in these final 3 games, and adding to just how critical the ACC tournament is, preparing for that as a group?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's crunch time now. I think that, that's what we got to do at this point. Go back to practice, and a lot of it is going to be mental, and I think we defensively struggle with that sometimes, and I think that's something that we're gonna have to grow on into the AC tournament. We're trying to string a couple wins together here and get a shot at the ACC tournament, try and get to the NCAA tournament.
Andrew, going back to the turnovers for a second, that was not a problem for a long period of time. So how frustrating is it that in these 2 games that mean so much, it's cropped up at the worst time?
Yeah, it sucks. I think you want to try and play your best basketball in the biggest games, and it definitely is a little frustrating. I think we're a really good team, and we've had a lot of close, tough, losses this year that I think we're better than our record shows in the ACC, and there's a lot of tough teams in here, it just really stinks. You try to put your best foot forward there, the hardest games, and you fall a little bit short. So.
Anything else for Andrew?